What's up, Mr. Larkin? Are you ready for some Thirsty Thursdays?
I don't know. You tell me. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
This is the Art Vigil Show.
Art Vigil. Welcome to the Art Vigil Show!
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
Undefeated out loud, baby. Everything is alright, baby. We on the road to riches, and you ain't getting no ride, baby.
What's up? Happy Thursday. We got one more day to the weekend.
Right? Well, I'm already on vacation. I had today off. I got tomorrow off. So I'm on a 4-day weekend, baby.
Nice.
Use or lose vacation.
Yeah, that's pretty
Thank you.
cool.
Thank
yeah,
you, company. Thanks,
exactly. Exactly.
boss.
Well, welcome to the show. We do shows every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Sometimes some other times, and most of the time, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We try to do it at 5:30 p.m. We're a little late today. If it's not 5:30, it's 6 o'clock Pacific time. We talk sports. We're sponsored by Undefeated Live, the largest digital sports bar on the web. We got some topics to talk about. I want to start with your favorite team, basketball team.
All right.
The Celtics,
Okay.
which, I believe you're wearing a little t-shirt. Not a little t-shirt.
It's a Scally Cat company, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Boston Scally. Killer Scally Caps. If you're into them, go to Boston Scally. They got killer Scally Caps.
So, besides Jason Tatum, what the hell happened to the rest of your team? And why would I know Detroit Pistons are an up-and-coming team.
Yeah.
I think they won 8 in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
What happened last night?
It was a back-to-back. Second day of a back-to-back. So, I only caught bits and pieces of it. It didn't look good. They didn't look like themselves. They looked almost like they were taking the day off, But I'm not worried about the Celtics at all. And will the Pistons do anything? I doubt it. I don't think they're in the anything to be worried about this year. They got some pretty good building blocks, but I'm not worried about them, and I'm not worried about the Celtics. It was an off night. What's that saying? Shit happens.
Oh yeah.
You move on. You learn as long as there's no dissension in the locker room or anything like that, which I don't think there would be. It's a well-led team. It's a veteran team considering how young they are. Got a lot of young guys that are well experienced. So it's a hiccup. It's a bump in the road. It's a speed bump. It's a, call it what you want, but an off night, and they'll be back to where they're supposed to be. I'm not worried about them.
I mean, your second best scorer at least was White. He had 18, I believe.
Derek White is one of the most underappreciated players in basketball.
Yeah.
If you listen to other players talk about him, even Popovich loved him. I mean, if Popovich likes you, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
He does everything. He rebounds. I think he leads the league in block shots as a guard. He puts up, 13, anywhere from 13 to 20 a game. He'll have his 4 or 5 rebounds. He'll have a block almost a game. He almost averages a block a game. Derek White can do no wrong in my book. Drew Holiday, I got nothing wrong with that guy. He's, a lot of the pundits are saying that he's not carrying his weight, blah, 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 blah. Well, how you gonna,
he doesn't go third seed. He's
right. How do you not, live up to when you got Porzingis, Tatum, Brown, White, Pritchard hitting threes at a ridiculous clip. I mean, someone needs to be the anchor of the team, I guess.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Drew Holiday coming off the bench or occasionally starting, whatever the case may be, but it's a very sound team. And yeah, they had a bad night last night. They lost by 21, I think it was.
Yeah, it was 117 to 97.
97, so lost by 20. Doesn't happen often with those guys.
No, it doesn't. It's
usually the other way around.
By the way, the Pistons are the 6th seed right now.
Okay.
Which is considering what they were last year. I think last year they lost, 30 in a row? Or was that the year before? I think that was last year.
Either way, I'm glad to see him coming back. I mean, the Pistons they're good for basketball,
Yeah.
in my opinion. You like we were talking about yesterday. There's good with the Ripper. It's good to
Right.
have those teams back.
Yeah.
Whether you like them or not. I mean, I'm not a big Piston fan, but it's always good to have them back.
Yeah. Plus, Cade Cunningham, excuse me. I think he was the number 1 pick about 3 years ago. He's kind of a stud, but he had 21, 11, and 4. He didn't lead them. Michael Beasley did, which is shocking to me. I didn't know he was still in the league.
I was shocked to see that as well. I was like, huh,
like, what?
Interesting.
How the hell did that happen?
Right?
Wasn't he playing in China like 3 years ago or 2 years ago?
I'm trying to remember the last team I saw him on.
By the way, cheers.
In the NBA.
Thirsty Thursdays, cheers.
I can't remember who the last team he played for was.
I would think the Miami Heat. That's the only one. No, he probably played for the Clippers too. Maybe the Lakers. It's been a while.
It's been a minute for that, but
yep.
No, good for them. They got themselves a W. So I guess I'll pat them on the back and say good for them. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm not too worried about them.
Maybe their coach should be up for Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You beat the Celtics. I mean, that's like beating the Madden. Oh, you talking about this?
Yeah, I'm talking about they were 0-30 last year, and now they're in the 16th spot. That's impressive.
Oh yeah, there's still time to go though. They could fall apart on them, but
no, absolutely. Right.
All
right. What do you want to talk about next? I think that's our only NBA. Well, let's do. Since we start with the NBA, we can get to NFL later. The trade line for the NHL is next Friday, March 7th.
Yep.
What do you think? Well, for one, the Bruins. Are they sellers? Are they buyers? What do you think? And what do they need?
I think they're going to be sellers.
Really?
Yeah, they're with Lindholm being out for the season, Charlie McAvoy being out for an extended period, which no one really knows what the timeline is on him. The defense is kind of porous, I guess you could say. There aren't many of them. Pasta's playing like a man possessed, but Charlie Coyle isn't living up to his end. And then you get a lot of young guys with him. So I think they're going to be sellers because they're
in the playoff hunt. So why would they be selling?
They're still in the playoff hunt, but excuse me. Like right now they're losing 2-1 to the Islanders. 2-0, I'm sorry. Right now. And that's a 25-25-5 team that they're down 2-0 at home with Swayman in net. Your number 1 goalie at home, and you're out shooting them. I think they're out shooting them 15-4 or something like that, but they're getting up 2 goals. So they're not going to win the whole thing. They're not going to win the cup. So, but the question is, what are they going to be selling? There's rumors about Swayman. There's rumors about obviously Marchand. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't want to be boring and say they just sit and just stay as is. That's a boring take to have. But
right. Well, what do you think? What do you think they need more defense?
We need defense. If you're going to compete this year, if you want to make a run for it, yeah, you're going to need defensemen.
Gotcha.
Because Landholm's not coming back. McAvoy, who knows when he's coming back. You're not going to win it without a number 1 defenseman. And you've got your 1 and 2 defensemen that are out, one for the year, one not. So yeah, it's boring to say I want them to stay the same. I don't want Brad going anywhere. I love Brad Marchand.
I don't think he'll go anywhere.
And the only reason I would want him to go somewhere is if it was the old Ray Bourque. He's never won. He's at the end of his career. Send him someplace he can win.
But he has.
Marchand has a cup, so yeah. That's out the window.
Right.
And I don't think you're going to get much for him because he's a little, he's getting up there in age, and he still produces, but you're not going to be getting anything good. The Bruins need to kind of restock. They haven't had any good draft picks in a very long time.
Well, they've been winning a lot, so
they've been exactly, and they've been trading
Right.
away. They've been trading away draft picks. They've been trading away stockpiles.
young assets.
Yeah, assets. Thank you. That's the term I was
Yep.
looking for. So to make them buyers, you have to think they're going to win the cup. I don't think they can win. So
Okay.
I say you either stay as is, or you make a move for somebody that's going to be up for a contract at the end of the year, or might be a free agent that you can pick up on a sign and trade or whatever, and stock up for next year. Because it's not going to be a total loss, but it ain't going to be what we were hoping for back in October.
Fair enough. What about Carlson? Ex-Shark. Now he's Pittsburgh Penguin. Rumor has it he's on his way out of Pittsburgh.
Really?
I mean, he's not a good defender, but he's a great point person on the power play. And
Yeah.
I honestly think he should play wing. And then
See, I would
and then be point.
rather have them been in on the Pedersen talks from Vancouver that was going on a while ago.
Yeah, that's good.
I much would rather have had him, but it is what it is. I mean, what about your Sharks? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to be selling, obviously, or?
Oh, this is the easiest take I can make all in this whole podcast.
You think so?
Oh yeah. I mean, they've already made a trade with the Stars. Grenlin and CC, I think his name was, and the Grenlin guy scored the overtime goal in
the Four Nations.
In the Four Nations, right?
Against I can't remember who they were
against Sweden.
I think it was.
Yeah, because he's Finnish.
Mm-hmm.
So those were at least he was our top scorer, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think the only player that's worth trading for, Nico Sturm. He won the cup with the Avalanche. He's a great third line, solid player, scores goal, never gives up. So other than that, we have a bunch of young guys. Unless we're trading young guys for, let's see, who do we trade a young guy for? A great young player.
But I mean, your team is
Austin Matthews or something.
Yeah, right.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We're building.
You got building blocks.
Up.
You got building blocks. I mean, you got, what do they call them? The 70-somethings? Celebrini and 71,
Yep.
72, 73.
Yep.
I mean, you got young talent. If you can surround them with I think, like you're talking about, like getting an elder statesman in there. I mean, bring Carlson back.
No.
Why not? He's short money.
No, he's still owed. I think he has 2 or 3 more years left on his $8 or $10 million deal that we gave him, that Doug Wilson gave him. And I did.
No.
I thought he was great coming. I was like, oh God, Carlson? Really? We got Carlson? Yeah. And then like 8 games into him, like, we got Carlson. Really? The guy can't play. The guy can't play.
Nuts. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's actually nuts.
No. I mean, the guy can put up goals. He's a great point person, but he can't. What would be a good way? He can't defend an old granny walking across the street from a little puppy.
Yeah.
The puppy will still get to the granny and bite her knees.
So you're saying he has some
ankles.
Shortcomings?
Yes.
He's got some shortcomings. Okay.
Yes.
That'd be the nice way to put it. He's got some shortcomings. Let's not bash the guy. He's a hockey player. If he finds
he's a great offensive defenseman.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But other than that, he turns the puck over too much. He doesn't go into the corners often. He seems lost in the defensive zone. People standing right in front of the goalie, he's just like, what's going on? So anyway.
But you were saying that the Bruins should pick him up. Yeah, okay. See, I know how you stand now. No, Bruins, you guys can get him. Yeah, you'll love
I'm just saying, if you need somebody to score from the blue line and be your point person on your power play, he should be the 4th in the defense. He's not a first. Okay, And then when it's power play, but That's like
We
$8 to
we
$10
got
million.
Marchand, Coyle,
Yeah.
Pasternak,
Exactly.
and if McAvoy was healthy, he'd be out there too. But we got Mason Lohrei. We'll be, we're okay. Oh God, I just hate the fact that I had such high hopes for the Bruins this year, such high hopes, and they're not. It makes you wonder if Sweeney or Neely is going to get replaced. Somebody I mean, how many times can we fire a coach in the last 3 years? I mean, we've gotten rid of a pantload of them, and it clearly isn't. It clearly ain't the coach. So something has to happen. I like Cam Neely, but Sweeney, maybe it's Sweeney has to go. Who the hell knows?
So you're saying there needs to be a shakeup in the
Somewhere, because I mean, we've shook up the head coach. We had Claude Julien, then we had the guy that's in Vegas now. His name escapes me for some
Peter
reason.
DeBoer? No. Peter's he's in
Sullivan.
Dallas.
Sullivan? No, not Sullivan.
I try not to pay attention to the Golden Knights.
Yeah, but and now we got Sacco. So I don't think it's the coach. I think it might be
who's buying the groceries.
If you're gonna have me cook the dinner,
Right, exactly.
Please let me buy the groceries.
Exactly.
Bill
All right.
Parcells.
All right, let's move on. We did NBA, we did NHL. I know it's the off season, but for some reason the NFL just dominates everything. Everything. Did you hear about Nick Wright's?
I did. I heard they had a run-in with each other at a Starbucks.
No. Nick Wright, the International Week. Did you hear about that? No, that's yeah. So Nick Wright, first things first, the guy that has he's great insight. But besides, he talks about the Chiefs way too much. Patrick Mahomes cannot do anything wrong. And like I think I am, has a face for radio, not for TV. So at least I think I have a big nose from the side. If you guys are looking, but Nick Wright has a nose, like
yeah.
So
his name is Inigo Montoya. Prepared to die.
So he's proposing that instead of having off, some teams play 9 games away, some teams play 9 games at home, that they have an international week where all the teams go play, instead of like having a couple of games in Germany, a couple of games in London and
Mexico.
Now and Brazil. I think they do Brazil.
Yeah.
They do Mexico. Like go to South Africa, go to Japan, go to Cairo, and 2 teams go there and play. I'm not sure Cairo has. Well, they might have big.
Or
stadiums,
Australia.
or Australia. Like yeah, exactly. So
everybody out at the same time.
At the same time.
So all the.
At least that's how I understood it. I can read it to you.
I was gonna say, so all the season ticket holders get screwed for a week.
Well, yes, technically, but I think
and if it's in Australia, you can't even watch the game.
You can,
if you want to get up at the ass crack of dawn.
No, you'd have to stay up later because
it's not convenient. Listen, I agree with the idea of it. We've talked about this back and forth after the whole 4 Nations thing. Maybe the NBA should do something like that. Us against the world. But you can't. I understand you want to grow your brand and you want to bring the game to the world. But by doing what he's talking about is 1 week a year, you're going to basically say all you season ticket holders and all the ones that watch the games get up at 2 a.m. and watch the game.
Well, in Australia, because we have clients there.
Yeah.
And I can have a meeting at 4 p.m. my time, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning their time.
Yeah. Okay.
So in Australia, it could actually work.
That one actually might work. But
But if you're in South Africa or you're in Cairo, or I can't imagine they go to Ukraine or
probably not,
or Moscow. But
I mean, if you're going to have a 9-10 hour difference, that's going to. I get the idea behind it. I just don't think the logistics.
Yeah. When I first heard about it, I thought he was saying that the Kansas City Chiefs should go to South Africa and play a South African football team. I'm like, do they even have football teams? So then I did a little more digging. I'm like, oh, that's not what he's saying. And I don't think he was saying it's like everybody goes the same week. Like it rotates every week.
Gotcha.
And then if it's before, and then you get 2 buys. So
yeah,
so it's actually not a bad plan.
So it's kind of what we're doing now, but just going to different places other than where they've been going, like London and Mexico. Let's expand it.
Right.
All 18 weeks, we're going to have a team somewhere else.
But every team does it, not just like I think
the Jaguars and the crappy teams. Yeah.
Exactly.
Make the good teams go. Yeah.
So are you for or against it?
If that's what he's talking about, where every week you have 2 teams going somewhere else in the world to promote the game.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely down with that.
All right. That's not
But if
bad.
he's trying to, I thought he was going to go, all right, week 11, everyone's leaving. They're all going somewhere else.
That's what I originally said. And then I was like, well, I said that wrong. So that was
that I'm not down with, no way. But if he's talking about once a week going different places, go to Norway, go to Finland, go to South Africa, go to, Australia. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm down with that.
And the way he explains it in premise, I think it's a good idea. How they implement it, I think could be quite difficult.
Logistics will be tough. Yeah.
Exactly. And like you said, the owners are like, whoa, I'm losing some money here.
Yeah.
And I'm paying people to fly over there and all that other stuff. So I can't imagine they will. Well, it's an idea. Apparently, he said he's had it for like 10 years. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. But
well, yeah, I came up with AI like 27 years ago. I just never put it into play. Yeah.
Yeah, I originally created the Macintosh. And
did you? Was it? Well, I did sliced bread. I sliced bread for the first time when I was a kid, and everyone's like, "What?
Are you that old?"
He cut the loaf of bread. That's amazing.
Yeah. Steve Jobs was my neighbor, and I was in the garage just messing with stuff. He's all, "Hey, kid, what are you doing?
Bitch,
what are you doing?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I see a vision," and so yeah. Next thing I knew a year later, it was missing, and
son of a bitch.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. All right, it's time for a drink. On that note, let's have a drink.
On that note, tilt them back, baby.
All right, this will be the last thing we talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. But Kelsey made it official. He's coming back.
All right, good for him. Next topic. And I'm done.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Let's move on.
Okay. Good for him. I hope you blow out your ACL.
Whoa. That's not nice.
All right. The MCL. I'll go with the MCL.
Yeah. That's better.
It's the lesser of the two. I mean,
that's better.
When you think about it, ACL is way worse than MCL. So we'll go with that one.
Well, luckily, knock on wood. Right. By the way, that's my parents' wedding picture.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Yeah, I made a T-shirt out of it a couple of years ago.
Nice.
And I took a picture of it and said where, and I text. Oh, I think I put it on Facebook.
That's funny because they're really good people. You're not nearly as good as those two people.
Yeah, I know. Well, they're also skinny there, so.
Oh, wow.
And a lot younger than me.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, if mom and dad you're listening, sorry. Yeah, I know they're way better looking than me. My brothers and my sisters got green eyes, and I got shit brown eyes. And,
right.
Yeah.
Looking.
But to be fair,
eyes.
I still have my hair. My brother's bald.
Wow. Okay, we're not even talking, dude. We're not talking about him. That poor bastard. All he does is get talked about. All right, first down chains. First down chains. I like this idea. With the Hawkeye system, I like it.
What do you like about it?
Put a effing chip in the ball.
Right.
And put another chip in the frickin' sticks, and you'll know if it crosses that line.
Well, there's not going to be any sticks. It's going to be
you'll have to have something.
Eye in the sky.
Well, I see that I don't like. I still think you need to have the sticks. It's like a God, I'm gonna really dumb it down when I say this. Garage door sensors. If
Yeah,
something
exactly.
crosses in front of that
That's
laser, the
right.
garage won't close. It's
Yeah.
not new technology. It's put something in the ball, and when it crosses that little line, the little freaking light at the top of the stick goes up. He's across.
Yeah. I mean, soccer has it. Why not? Why can't football have it?
Everyone in the whole stadium can see that light go off.
Right. Well, that means Josh Allen would have had a first down, and they probably would have beat the Chiefs.
Exactly.
Oh, I said the Chiefs again. Damn it.
Exactly. It's not. And if you want to get fancy with it, put a little bottle rocket at the top, and every time he crosses it, it shoots up in the air, and the crowd goes ape shit because the guy got a first down. Yeah, everyone goes crazy. There's fireworks and crap.
Would that be for the home team or the away team?
No, only the home team.
Only home team. Okay.
Yeah. If the away team does it, just a light turns on. That's all.
All right. What does it say?
And it plays sad trombone.
Yeah. The chain gang will remain on the sidelines as a backup. So if somebody tries to hack into it, maybe Elon Musk will try to hack into it, or one of his guys.
I already invented it. I'm already waiting for the season to start. I'll be betting on first downs.
Ooh, they're gonna wait. So they considered using it this past season, but they decided against the implementation.
Here's my question: what's that new league starting up? The United Football Association, UFA,
right?
And starts next March, I think. Is that this March? Next month or this month?
Yes, but I heard the players might go on strike. I was going to add that to our topic list, but I was like, yeah, that's way deep in the weeds there.
So we're not football players. You're trying to give us a chance to be football players, but we're going to strike.
Right. I'm sure it's overpaying. That would be my guess, but you never know. You never know.
Then cancel the league.
Well, no. Doesn't the wife of the WWE and The Rock co-own it, or maybe just The Rock owns it, something like that? Because I know The Rock bought XFL.
Yeah.
And then then they merged the other spring league,
the UFA or whatever it is.
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
But if they haven't even played a game yet and they're striking.
Well, they played last season, just not. This will be the second season.
As the UFA?
Yep.
Oh, okay. See how little.
Yeah,
how little I watch that.
Yeah, I watched quite a few games because they're on in the morning. I just kind of drink coffee, let's go with coffee, and watch the game. But there was nothing else on.
My point is
golf.
My point is implement it with them, like the computerized balls and strikes of the minor leagues and the pitch count with the minor leagues. Try it off with the UFA, and if it works, move it to the NFL.
I know this is not a topic, but do you like the idea of the computer, the box in Major League Baseball?
For balls and strikes?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
No.
But we can talk about that later. But yeah, I'm not a fan of it either.
But put this chip in with that UFA league once they get through their strike. Oh God.
Well, they're threatening to strike, so
use it with them and see what happens. And if it's a complete shit show, then never mind.
That's fair.
I mean, because you'd have to tie it to like the whistle being blown. Like if the whistle gets blown, does that chip deactivate? Because that's when the play stops. If you blow it short and he makes it, but the play's already dead, you know what I mean? You got to figure that stuff out. But
so they're going to have chips in the whistle that.
Well, there has to be some way because it is football. I mean, a lot of the times you go, well, when did the whistle blow? The ball came up, and when did the whistle blow? Did that end? You know what I mean? So the same with Ford progress. When did the whistle blow?
I didn't even think of that.
You know what I mean? Because that's going to stop it. It doesn't matter when the guy gets pushed back. It's when the ref blows his whistle. That's when the play ends. So you'd have to figure something out. Like maybe there's a button on the side of the whistle. Push that. It stops the progress of the ball or the chip, if you will.
Huh. That's a good idea. You should be on the.
A wicked smart guy. I told you I invented this 20 years ago, which is coming to it now. Those royalties are going to roll it in, though.
All right. I look forward to it. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Make some dollars.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Travis Hunter. I'm starting to get annoyed by this kid. I know he's very talented. In Colorado, playing against weaker teams in college, he played cornerback and wide receiver. And I heard that him and Vrabel he was interviewing him at the combine.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis Hunter kept saying, I'm the only one that's ever going to play both wide receiver and cornerback in the NFL. And I was like, and there apparently there was like an argument. They were going back because I always want to call him Verbo. God damn it. He said, he was like, what are you talking about? Deion Sanders.
Your head coach.
Yeah, your head coach. No,
the guy that you played for.
He played baseball too. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think of this kid? Do you think he's gonna? Do you think what do you think he's going to play? What position?
Well, apparently he came out the other day and said it was important that he gets drafted 1. So right off the bat, I don't like that. Second, I think he's going to be playing. I'd be playing him as a DB primarily.
Really?
Unless you're going to make him a slot receiver, and I don't think he's going to want to be a slot receiver because I don't think he wants to get hit. He's been playing against Colorado State, UAB. He's not been playing against. You put him across the middle and a James Harrison type absolutely lays his ass out. He ain't going to want to do that no more. I mean, when you think about it statistically, he was a better receiver in college than he was a DB. He was like the 5th ranked DB and the 3rd ranked wide receiver. But I mean, like I said, he's only 5'11", and I think that might be a stretch. I think that anyone that comes out of Colorado this year is going to be a bust. Anybody that comes out.
Really? Even Sanders?
Oh God, yeah, Sanders. Which
one?
The other one's not coming out, right?
Shakur.
Yeah, Shiloh's not coming out. But Shadur, yeah, he's going to be a bust. I don't like anything about him. I mean, he finally got to a bowl game and they got absolutely blown out. I don't think he's got the time. Listen, he's not Jaden Daniels.
No.
Not even close.
No.
He couldn't hold Jaden Daniels' jockstrap. I mean, I liken him more to an RG3. He's quick, he moves, got a decent arm, and that's actually that's an insult to RG3's arm. I don't think Sanders is going to do very much. I think Travis Hunter could be good, but how do you control the personality?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that was all bred by Deion. So,
well, Deion's been his only college coach. Mm-hmm. So, because he was with him at what's it called?
Oh, I want to say no. It's not.
It's not Marshall. It's
no. It's in Florida.
No, I'm pretty sure it was at Anyway, yeah. So I think he's played 3 years with.
So no, I don't think. I mean, if I draft him, I'm drafting him as a cornerback.
And if anybody's listening, please put a comment to what the college that Deion Sanders coached at before Colorado. It's escaping my mind right now.
Chattanooga? No, it's not.
No, it wasn't Chattanooga.
No, I know, but it was like a. Anyhow.
Yeah. So I think you should play wide receiver because that's where the money is. I mean, unless you're like, Patrick Surtain.
But I mean, yeah, you get more money as a wide receiver, but if nobody wants you after your first contract, what good are you? If you become N'Keal Harry and all of a sudden you're like,
well, come on, the Patriots can't draft wide receivers, so don't compare.
No, I'm not saying that. But I mean, if he comes with all this swagger and this bullshit and the talk of the town and blah 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 blah, and he can't deliver, yeah, he makes that. Good for him. He'll make that money up front. Pat himself on the back. But I mean, if you can have a longer career as a cornerback, and I don't know, it's
a 5'11" cornerback.
Yeah.
Okay.
With speed.
I know he's quick. With speed. Yeah, with speed.
I mean, Edelman. You put him on, his cleats on asphalt. He's 5'11".
Yeah, but he was there. You go. He was wide receiver. He was
So
slot
was Wes
receiver.
Welker. Yeah.
Yeah, ex-Dolphin.
Well, we'll see. I think it's going to depend who drafts him, but
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee should. I I I don't think he goes.
I think Tennessee's going to. I can't wait. Like that's like the funnest part of the whole draft for me right now is what are they going to do? I think that's going to be awesome to watch.
Well, I mean, I think they're going to, and I've been on podcasts with the Titan
Titan Max.
Max, and yeah, Maximus. Excuse me, his name is Maximus. Titan Maximus. And well, what they need is offensive line, but they also need a quarterback. So do they move back and get Sanders? Because do they want Cam Ward?
Although
either,
Cam Ward,
or either one of these quarterbacks.
You heard about Cam Ward, right?
No, what happened now?
He's got a not a stress fracture, but something's up with his foot. They found out.
When did that come out?
I saw it today. He might need surgery before the season starts.
I think that's the defensive end from Penn State because he has.
You're right. Yep. Okay.
And that sounds like more of a Titan thing. Good defense, run the ball.
Blue collar.
Go blue collar, yeah. But unless you're gonna live with, or either get an older quarterback, experienced quarterback that's still available. Sam Darnold, maybe. If I was Sam Darnold, I wouldn't go there. I would go to or either stay with Minnesota, sign a Baker Mayfield deal. If Stafford leaves, go to Rams. I wouldn't go to the Raiders. That I wouldn't want to stay in the NFC. I wouldn't want to go to the AFC.
No.
I'd go to the Giants. Although I don't think he wants to go back to New York because he didn't have a really well. Again, he played for the Jets, so I can understand why he would have a bad experience in New York.
Same stadium.
Yeah, it is
different.
The same stadium.
Same locker room. It's just like what do they call it? PTSD. He walks in there and starts shaking. Like I don't want to be here again.
Well, he won't see ghosts because Belichick.
He won't see ghosts. Ouch. Damn.
Hey, you can't say stuff like that and not be ridiculed.
I like Pedro when he said, "Might as well just call the Yankees my daddy."
Right.
And
exactly.
Then, oh God, all hell broke loose.
But he also made up for it in coming back.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
That's an effing trip.
That's real-time information, people.
Right.
We bring you breaking news.
Right.
All right. Let's see what else is in here. Let's go with some of these TMZ, what I call TMZ topics. We'll start with John Gruden getting reinstated into the Bucs Ring of Honor. Do you think that was a good idea? Do you think it's a good idea?
I just want to know why do it? Like, are they trying to make a point to him? Like, I don't understand why. Who cares? Like, honestly, I mean, what's the reasoning behind it?
I think that just means to me that they really didn't want to take him out, but because of the pressure of the situation, of the emails and calling Goodell a bad name, which I'm not going to say because it's not a nice word to say. And yeah, I think there was so much pressure that they felt like they had to. It was like the Buffalo Bills taking out O.J. Simpson. Yeah, he got acquitted, but yeah, probably did it.
So I mean, to me, it doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, it's not the Patriots Ring of Honor. You know, like if you took him out of it because of those emails and the way he behaved and his actions and so on and so forth,
right?
Unless which has he been cleared of any wrongdoing and all that?
That's a good question. I'm
because if he hasn't, why the hell are you doing it now? Like,
well, I think they think it's safe now.
It's safe now.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's with Barstool. I mean,
well, then in that case, I should he be? Yes, he should be. He never should have been taken out, and the owners were cowards for doing it.
Correct. That I agree with 100%.
Okay.
I agree with 100%. All right. TMZ topics number 2, which you kind of alluded to earlier. It's kind of funny where there's 2 reporters, NFL reporters, Jordan Schultz from FS1 and Ian Rappaport from, I'm pretty sure he's with NFL. But I think he's pretty much with the NFL channel. Getting a little arguments at the combine.
Over what?
Is it? So my understanding is that Jordan Schultz broke the news that Tom Brady and Stafford were in Montana.
Okay.
And Ian Rappaport didn't get that the headline, and kind of told him that, no, that wasn't true, or he was kind of dissing his report.
Oh, okay.
So Jordan Schultz, who's younger, went up to him he was talking to an agent, not his agent.
Yeah.
And said, we need to talk. And Ian Rappaport said, no, I don't. We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah. So we got days of our lives. Like I said at the beginning, the NFL seems to never go away. I mean, the Super Bowl was, almost 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Combine's here. We have reporters fighting
at Starbucks. Yeah.
At Starbucks, right.
Well, I thought it was more of like a Jordan Schultz posted it and then Rappaport reposted it without crediting it to him. But okay, he said it was bullshit type of thing.
He kind of dismissed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's competitive because those guys, you can tell too.
Oh, absolutely.
On X, they were just like, bam, bam, bam. Oh, I got.
Well, that's why I like. That's part of the reason I like watching the drafts. Is you got Kuiper and those guys going at it. But interesting.
So who would win in a fight?
Between who?
Rappaport and Schultz.
I don't know. I mean, I'll take Rappaport. I'll take Rapp in that one.
Really?
He might be a little older, but just because you're older doesn't mean you don't know what the hell you're doing, man.
No, of course.
Every teenage 20-year-old boy does that with their dad, and they realize real quick.
Yeah, dad
knows what he's doing. So,
plus, dad's not losing unless you sucker punch him. And
exactly.
Even if you do,
so
you better leave the house.
I'll take Rapp on that one.
Oh, I take Jordan Schultz in the.
Okay, see,
heartbeat.
I'm glad I took Rapp.
I was hoping you would. Yeah. So do you
unless Schultz is like an MMA guy or something like that I don't know about.
I don't know.
Does he have cauliflower ears? I mean, because if that's the case, I'm staying the hell away from him.
Yeah. Those are people you run from.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe those two can get on the next Jake Paul fight.
Segue.
Yeah.
Segue.
You like that? Like that?
Wow. Nice.
All right. Mayweather kind of dissed Jake Paul.
Mayweather, I don't know why he's talking. Like, what do you like? Just go away, dude. You're retired. You made your money.
You made a lot of money.
Just, like, what was that jeans commercial? We don't, like, Levi's jeans. We don't die. We just fade away. He just needs to fade away into the distance and go the way of George Foreman. Come up with like a new, like, grill that you can sell on QVC. I mean,
I don't think he came up with the idea. I think he licensed it. Somebody came to him.
That's fine. The fact of the matter is, Mayweather is insulting Jake Paul is like taking candy from a baby and then punching him in the face as you leave.
And kicking him. Get out of here.
It's like, be better than that. Just be better than that.
Well, he said it would be too easy, and I kind of don't disagree with
that. Yeah. Give me a break.
Yeah. Although he'd probably go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, Jake. I mean, if they fought, that would be.
Would you watch it?
No, God, no.
I would never.
No. Unless it was like that Tyson fight where it was free on Netflix. I refuse to pay to watch Jake Paul do anything.
Or his brother
do anything. I mean,
agree.
unless they get charged with racketeering and fraud, and then you have to do pay-per-view to watch the court proceedings, I would pay to watch that.
Wow. Wow. So you think Mayweather would win?
No, I don't think it would be a fight. Jake Paul wouldn't hit him. He wouldn't make contact with him. He would bull rush him, and try and like stagger him or whatever. And then Mayweather would push him away. And his head movement's too good. His defense is too good. I don't think he'd actually bother hitting Jake Paul because, why hurt your hand if you don't have to? You're going to make 20 fucking million.
Right.
He'd embarrass him. He'd make him look silly. And he'd probably walk out of the ring barely breaking a sweat. And he's probably like 50 pounds lighter.
Oh, yeah.
And he would absolutely toy with him.
Yeah.
So would I watch it? No. But
would it be worse than the McGregor fight with Mayweather?
Well, that was just ugly, dude. I didn't watch that either, but I saw some of the highlights of it, and it was like they had like 75-ounce gloves on. It looked like those Hulk hands gloves. They were like, when you first begin to learn boxing, you have to wear like 7-pound gloves just to learn how to punch. That's what it looked like with those two. No, you're not going to see a real fight between those guys, and I'm fine with that. So Mayweather, arguably one of the best boxers of all time. Yeah. I don't agree with it, but there's a lot of people that say that he is. But
if not, he's one of the best defensive boxers.
Oh,
ever.
absolutely. But just shut your mouth. Go on with your life. You're worth a pantload of money. Don't even entertain it. Unless you want the clicks. But even then, just stop.
Perfect. Do you want to talk about the Joy Taylor? Do you even care about that?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Joy Taylor, Jason Taylor's sister. She's on FS1.
And what happened?
She started. Well, she's been there quite a few years. She started as a co-host to call in the herd.
Okay. Yep.
And then she kind of did the Skip Bayless. What was it called? Not Undefeated Live, but it was Undisputed.
Undisputed. Yes, right. I do remember that. Yeah.
So she kind of was on that for a little bit. She was that co-anchor. They always have the woman go bring up the topics, which I think is ridiculous, but they do. And then now she's on. Her show now is called Speak. She's there on with.
I remember the commercials for that.
Keyshawn and Paul Pierce, and then I think Michael Irving shows up every once in a while. Well, she's part of a lawsuit because Skip Bayless allegedly was harassing the hairdresser and offered the hairdresser $1.5 million to have sex with him. Allegedly. Yes, allegedly. And again, wasn't there, don't know.
That's part 1.5?
Right. Yep. I mean, that better be some goddamn great,
fucking JJ.
Come on. Yeah,
that JJ should fucking speak multiple languages and make a goddamn killer grilled cheese. Oh no, not grilled cheese. Never mind. No. Roast beef sandwich.
There we go. And so part of that lawsuit, the hairdresser, excuse me, brought Joy Taylor into it, alleging that she was behind the scenes having sex with one of the Fox managers, like way up as Fox Sports.
Really?
Yes, and also having sex with Emmanuel Alcho. And so,
why? Okay.
So, and then again, allegedly, she was going to because the Fox. I'm trying to piece it all together, so bear with me. Allegedly, if the boss ever said anything negative about her or pulled her off the show that she didn't want to be on, that she was going to claim that he raped her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yes.
There's a whole lot of he said, she should.
Exactly. It's all based on the hairdresser. So it's a lot of turmoil in the background at FS1 Sports. And so on Monday, they put her on. They kind of put her
Admin,
sidelined her.
administrative type of thing. Yeah.
I don't know for how long, but they sidelined her from her show. So now, I'm not sure who. So I'm
Okay.
just yeah. So for those of you that aren't aware of what's happening, that's actually I'm hoping I got all of them, like 98% of it right. But
Why not just replace the hairdresser?
no, she's gone. I think
So
that's
the hairdresser's gone.
yeah, she left, and that was
And
part
then
of
she
it.
came out with all this shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
Oh.
then
So-
mysteriously they sidelined Joy Taylor because ever since the accusations came out, she was still working. Skip Bayless obviously left, but she was still working until this past Monday, and then she mysteriously was gone. And they just people were like, "Where's Joy?" And so we don't know why she's been sidelined. I just thought because that was my TMZ area that we would talk about it.
Yeah, no, that's okay, good. That's
Hey, just bringing you the news, baby. Bringing
Wow.
you news.
Okay, that's
You want to end there? We have a couple more topics, but do you want to end?
yeah. I don't want to end on that. That's for damn sure.
All right,
I do
all
not
right,
want
let's-
to end on Joy Taylor and a hairdresser. Nothing
And
against hairdressers out there
And Skip Bayless wanting to have sex with her for
$1.5 fucking million. Give
That's
me a
crazy.
goddamn break.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
That's ridiculous. All right, let's move on. No more TMZ topics. The only reason we're doing it is because it's Thirsty Thursday. We thought we'd have a little bit of fun. It didn't sound like that was much fun.
No, golly. I never thought I'd talk about a hairdresser,
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
especially
All
for
right.
1.5 million.
So which one do you want to talk about? Seahawks contract extension or can
Saints
the
with
Saints
Carr?
win with Derek Carr?
The Saints can win with Derek Carr. That's a very simple answer in my opinion. They can absolutely win. Like I said before, it's a not very challenging division,
Mhm.
and yes, they can win. Should the Seahawks be talking extensions with Geno Smith? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Not with all the
Agree.
quarterbacks that are out there that are roaming around. Why would you extend Geno Smith? I mean, I like Geno Smith. I got nothing against the guy, but if Stafford's out there checking the water, who would you rather have, Geno or Stafford?
Rams aren't trained into the Seahawks, though.
I
It's in
understand
division.
that, but
Yeah, to your point, yeah, Stafford, 100%.
There's other options out there for them. Now, if they can't get anybody, and I don't know where they're drafting in the draft, but you might want to give them a 2-year deal with a team, 1-year deal with a team option for the second or something like that, just to hold on to them for a little while. But I don't understand why anybody would be with talking extensions with him, because I don't, unless it's a minimum. Oop, I lost you.
I went on mute because I had to burp. What about Pete Carroll and the Raiders?
Vegas?
Yeah, Carroll liked him a lot. Obviously,
I understand that. But, I mean, if Brady and Stafford are out fishing in Montana,
yeah,
I think
no,
I
exactly.
think Stafford might be going to Vegas. Stafford might be going to Vegas.
Why would you go to Vegas and play Mahomes, Knicks, and the tall kid,
Herbert?
Herbert? Why would you go?
Why not?
I mean, you want to challenge? I mean,
Absolutely.
when was the last time the Raiders challenged anything?
Well, if the number's right,
Well, he does want $50 million. He's only going to make $27 million this year. Can you imagine
so
that?
if the money is right, I would go there. Brand new stadium, top of the line.
Yeah.
You're in Vegas, in Nevada, which I'm pretty sure the taxes are a little bit cheaper in Nevada than they are in California.
A lot cheaper.
And from a family perspective, yeah, it's not that. It is, you're moving, but it's not. You're not moving that far away.
Right.
You could play. You could work in LA. I mean, live in LA and work in Vegas.
Yeah, you'd probably want to live in Vegas. That's a long drive. It's a short flight, but that's a long drive.
It's a short flight, and if you pay him enough, puddle
Well,
jumper.
he'll be flying private, but
Absolutely.
yeah.
Why not?
Or maybe he'll be like Kobe and take it. Oh, that's a really
No. Your
That's
parents
bad.
are right behind you. Don't talk like that.
That's bad. That was bad. I love Kobe, so that was a bad joke.
Talk like that. Turn that shirt around so your parents don't hear that.
Well, here's another reason they shouldn't. Geno Smith's been the starter for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And all 3 years he's gotten worse. With stats, yards, interceptions, touchdowns,
Win-loss.
win-loss. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think they're because they didn't make the playoffs. They're probably 11 through 15, 16, somewhere in that.
Okay. So
Would
you're
be
not
my
going to get a
guess.
quarterback.
I haven't looked.
And if you do get a quarterback, you're getting a project. So
Right.
they should be absolutely involved in the free agent market. They should be.
Right.
And if not, then you're going to pick up a guy. You're not going to use it with your first round pick. You'll pick up some guy in the 3rd round, bring him in, see if he works. If not, you hold on to Geno for 1 more year.
Well, if they extend him, it'll be for probably 2 with a 3rd-year option. So he'll get another 35 or 30 million because they're not giving him 50 million.
Yeah, they're not going to franchise him because that'll be too expensive too.
That'll be 40 million.
Yeah.
Well, this year I think it's 40. Next year it'll be 45, 50. No, it won't be 50, but like 44 or something.
Still too much.
No, for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we for the first time we went all 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We had a great interview with the Ripper.
With the Ripper yesterday?
Rippy. It's on X, it's on YouTube. If you guys want to check it out, it was a really good conversation. He's a really good guy.
He knows his shit.
He does. He really does. So next week I will be in Vegas, so we will not be having the podcast. We will start the following week on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hoping to have some new interviews, some new people joining, so we can keep hopefully entertaining and talking sports. We won't do TMZ information that often, but it was Thursdays, so I decided just to kind of spice it up a little. I think I failed on that, but
oh, next time we're gonna come up with some better topics. That's all. We can come up with better than that. But yeah,
exactly.
We'll figure something out.
Exactly. All right, Chris. I really appreciate you joining again. I look forward to. Well, I'll probably see you.
Yeah. You'll see me before you leave for Vegas. Yeah. I'm gonna go grill some chicken, make some dinner, and
that sounds like a blast.
Thanks for having me again. Always a pleasure.
Don't forget to download Undefeated Live, the largest digital sports app. Only app on the web. It's fun. Make your sports takes. Win some money on contests. We're gonna start trivia in 2 weeks. Daily trivia as well as weekly trivia. So, and where you can win money if you have the highest score. So, download the app. Let's have everybody have a great weekend, and we are out.
Peace.